guys, welcome to AnimeAlliance, where I talk about the animes of your choice and go into the history of anime culture. Today I'm going to be talking about a relatively recent anime, Shingeki no Kyojin, otherwise known as Attack on Titan. A violent and tragic anime with death everywhere, so if you're not into that kind of thing, just avoid this anime at all costs. Although there is the main plot line, there are all sorts of twists and turns going on in the back that I can assure you, you will not see coming. This anime will make you doubt your reasoning and will have you asking why, what, and is a bit of a tearjerker, so if you're soft, I also really would not recommend watching this anime. However, if you are into the fast-paced action, blood and guts and tragic death, then I recommend you stop watching this and just go and watch this anime, like, right now. Attack on Titan was aired in 2013 and is based on the manga written by Hajime Isayama. The director is Tetsuo Araki. It is set in a world where humanity lives in cities surrounded by large walls for protection against human-eating titans. These walls were built a century before the time of the episodes, when humans were brought to near extinction due to the hunger of the titans. There are 3 of them. The first one, Wall Maria, is the outermost wall. Wall Rose is the second wall, and Wall Sina is the last wall surrounding the centre and protecting the king. Each wall is 50 meters high. The story revolves around Eren Yeager, a young man devoted to bringing the Titans to extinction. The first episode shows us the tragic death of his mother after the Titans managed to break through Wall Maria thanks to the Colossal Titan, which, as the name suggests, is a huge Titan. Just how big he is given in the first episode when he is clearly visible above the wall. Eren's hatred towards the Titans spurs him into the military. His close genius friend and dangerous adoptive sister are always by his side. His main rival is the Colossal Titan, for the obvious reason that it likes to break down the walls, letting all the other Titans in. But he just really wants to kill the Titans. I mean, like, really wants to kill him.
Every last one.
His devotion to this gives him both respect and spite from his comrades. His life after training screws him over a little bit, but you'll learn about that when you start watching it. I'll tell you what, how about we take a look? Here's a few clips for you. Pretty awesome, right? And I did warn you about the gore if you were slightly unprepared. As you can see, the anime is pretty gruesome. There are many characters that you will meet along your journey with Yeager. Many are both weird and deadly, like Levi, who is known as the most powerful soldier for humanity. Just so happens that he also has a huge case of OCD and just needs to clean if something is dirty. I mean, seriously needs to clean. He even gets his entire squad to clean an abandoned building before they can move in. Another weirdo is part of the Survey Corps and is completely obsessed with Titans. Hanj Zoe wants to study the Titans and also loves to try and capture them to study their behaviour and even dissect them. Another great aspect of this anime is the music. What did you think of the music that you saw in the preview earlier? The track was called XLTT. The music in Attack on Titan is fantastic, a great collection of intense and sometimes soft orchestral music with a great electric section. Most, if not all pieces you will hear in the anime are composed by Hiroyuki Sawano, an amazing composer who is actually with us today. Hello Mr. Hiroyuki.
Hello Jesse, it's nice to meet you.
Likewise. Now, you have studied music since a very young age, learning the piano during elementary school. What made you decide to be a composer?
Well, the piano is an amazing instrument. I mean, you can compose for pretty much any instrument on it, and it sounds beautiful to play even on its own. But I've always loved orchestras. I wanted to be the one to create music for the orchestra to play. I like mixing it with the electrical and rock music that I also like. It makes it more upbeat and modern in my opinion. So I started making my music.
It must be great to hear your music playing in popular shows, and even in games if I hear correctly.
Yeah, my music is in a couple of games. One coming out this year is Xenoblade Chronicles. I feel so glad to have my music used by so many directors. I mean, it just feels so amazing, you know? I spend so long on each one, make sure everything is as I like it, and the fact that my efforts are not wasted is fantastic.
Oh man, I wish I could feel that with you. So what made you use your anime as showbiz? I mean, a lot of composers just keep it to CDs and such. Why did you choose to use your music and animes in games and all that?
Well, I did make an album called Musica, but I started getting directors coming to me asking me to compose for their works. I'm honoured to say that my music is shown in so many different things. Now Exorcist and Guilty Crown are quite well known, along with a lot of the other animes I've composed for, so the fact my music is playing in those is great.
I'm sure it is. I mean, I can't even imagine what it might feel like, but you make it sound so amazing. Onto the Attack on Titan pieces. They're quite intense. I mean, how can you come up with that?
Well, they let me watch the anime with no audio other than the characters. They tell me the kind of situation it is, and I can feel the type of atmosphere needed for the situations. The inspiration can come from anything, from a sound I hear to a tune that I have in my head. It just sort of develops from there. Attack on Titan was no different. There are a lot of emotional parts in there that had to be soft on the music. Then on the other side of the spectrum we have the attacks from the Titans and the humans who are fighting back. Their desperate need for survival is shown through their words and actions. I just need to project that with my music.
I really like the music that you've actually done for this anime. Do you mind? I mean, I'd love to take a listen to one of my favourite pieces from Attack on Titan. This is EMA by Hiroyuki Sawano. just amazing. Wasn't that just amazing?
Thank you.
I love how you have the different sections and how it's so different to normal orchestral pieces. What made you agree for doing the music in this anime?
Well, I like the sound of the plotline. I like reading the manga when it came out. The fact that they wanted me to compose the music for the anime was a no-brainer.
Of course! That opportunity must have just been amazing for you. Well, I know you're a busy man, so thank you so much for coming in, Mr. Hiroyuki. It has been so good having you in.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been great here.
Alright, thank you. Bye! That was Hiroyuki Sawano, composer of the music in Attack on Titan. So we can conclude that this anime is intense in much more areas than just the events. With death, suicides, traumatic pasts, and the music adding to the atmosphere, you're in for one hell of a ride. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed listening to AnimeAlliance, and I will see you next time. We will end with another piece from Hiroyuki Sawano. This piece is called Crone, featured in the anime Guilty Crown.
top of the world.